I was terrified because I was in a prison system where a large quantity and a large number of the individuals there are not only illegal aliens, but drug smugglers. And I had been fighting them my entire law enforcement career. I knew the threats against me were serious, so I myself took upon myself to build myself a body of armor. I took newspapers, magazines, formed them around my body, trying to protect my vital organs should I be attacked with someone with a shank or something of that sort. The nightmare continued. My life was saved in the prison system not by myself, but by a Puerto Rican gang who heard of my story and realized because of my Puerto Rican descent that even they felt that I was a man who had been railroaded. It was that gang that provided me protection while I was in prison, the protection that my own government could not and would not provide me. On March of 2006, the incarceration of Gary Brugman came to an end. He was released back into the normal society with the rest of us, placed on parole for the next 4 years. But everything he had worked for in his life had been destroyed. To this day, Gary Brugman talks nothing of himself when he goes out and makes speeches. He only talks about the other families. The families of Ramos, Capion, Gilmore Hernandez. He is the one person who is a soldier in this war that has led the fight, because Ramos and Capion, in the same situation he was, in a 5-foot by 10-foot cell, 23 hours a day, cannot talk to the public, cannot get their words out. He has picked up their torch and has brought forward with their story and his story. And it is his story that has shed a light on this and has brought the attention of not only the government, but the attention of yourself, the American citizen, to the Ramos and Capion cases, the Gilmore Hernandez case, in which I'm very pleased to announce that Mr. Hernandez could not make the day's trip because of parole restrictions, but is doing very well in getting back into society. He is working. He has a job that was offered to him by the phone company in Rock Springs, in which he accepted, and is doing very well. His family is doing very well, and they send their thanks for all your prayers, your thoughts. Gary Brugman has carried this torch a long ways, and he has paid an ultimate price for it. When he first got out, when I first met him in April of 2006, and he was talking about basically going on tour to fight against this and to bring awareness to what was going on, I warned him that he was still on parole, and that at the snap of a finger, Johnny Sutton could snatch him off the streets and he could serve another 4 years. He was not concerned about that, and to this day has never showed concern about that. I believe that because he got so public so fast, and you began to listen, that it built protection for him from our own government. Gary Brugman is a man who today would return to the ranks of the United States Border Patrol if allowed to do so. He is a true patriot, a true soldier, and a true Border Patrol agent. It was a dream that he had his entire life that was snatched away from him simply by our own government's own intentions and their own greed to achieve their ultimate goal, which is an open border society, a North American Union. He will always be involved in this fight, but he also needs help from you as well. Gary Brugman, with this recent incident involving his health, has again been devastated financially. There is a way to contact him through numbers of websites, including U.S. Border Watch. If you choose to do so, feel free. It would always be greatly appreciated. He is an amazing man. I have seen people hand him money, and he would walk straight to the family of Ramos and hand the money to them. He is an individual that, since I have known, has showed me a lot in life. He showed me that even though you were dealt a bad deal of cards, that one, you have to move forward, and two, you can't blame society for it. For it was the act of a very few people. But he also showed me what being an American is all about. It is about surviving, fighting, and standing up for what you believe in. And Gary Brugman is that man.